Hello guys, welcome back to Automation eLearn. I'm your friend Suresh Dubey, and in this video we are going to explore, can a Java file have more than one class? So that is the question that one of my subscriber has asked me, as he encountered this question in the interview. So before that, we have to understand couple of concepts in Java. So in this video we will understand what are the access modifiers available in Java, and out of that, what are the access modifiers that are available for the top level. So guys, if you don't know what is the top level and member level, I will explain this. So we'll see what are the access modifier applicable at the top level and what are the access modifier applicable at the member level. And then after understanding access modifier concept, we will try to have more than one class in a single Java file, and we will also explore the option, if it is possible, then how can we implement it. And at the end, I will share a few coding standard tips related to access modifier and related to having more than one class in a Java file, whether we should have it or not. So I will be sharing few tips related to that at the end. So let me show you the message which I got from one of my subscriber. So this is the message which I received. I like your videos on Git. These videos help me to understand Git related concept very well. Thank you, Matt. And further he wrote, I have one Java related question which I was asked in the interview, that can we have more than one class in a single Java file? So this is what the agenda of this video. It would be good if you can explain this to me. Yes, so I have already explained to my friend. So I thought to have recording of this topic so that I can share it with you all. So guys, I'll come to this access modifier topic, but before that, let me show you why it is a tricky question. Can't we have one more class in the Java file straightforward? So let me jump to Eclipse workspace, and there we'll try if we can have it one more class in a single file or not. So I have a sample project and I have a class demo.java which has one class and it has a main method. So let me simply define one more class over here. And have one method, maybe print, and I'll just print one statement. Okay, so what I did is I have a demo.java, and in this file I already have a class with the name demo, and what I did is I created one more class in the same file, right? And the class name is second class. I have given a public access modifier, and this is a class. It has a simple method which is printing some statement. But now I am getting a error. So let's see. This error is saying is the public type second class, that is the name of the class, must be defined in its own file. It means I should not be defining this class over here. It should be the part of the file which is having a second class as a name. If I'll create here one more class with the name called second class and I'll move this, then it will be fine. So this is what error is saying. Let's decode this. So it's saying public type. It means second class is a public type. Yes, we define that in such a way. So public type must be defined in its own file, right? What if this is not a public type? So can we have a private? Now there is another problem. Illegal modifier for the class second class. Only public, abstract, final are permitted. These are the modifiers which are possible as per the error message. And it is saying like illegal modifiers. It means private is not allowed. We can only have a public, abstract and final. But we saw like if I'll give a public, it will throw me another error, right? So we have to explore, we have to understand what are the other possibilities that we can have. Because if you talk about the access modifier, so I'll come to that, but abstract and final are not the access modifier. These are the modifiers for some other purpose. But public is the access modifier. But we can't declare second class as a public, and also we can't declare as a private because it is saying like illegal modifier. Private is not allowed over here. So that's why I mentioned here, we need to understand what are the access modifier in Java and what are the access modifier available at the top level. So when I say top level, so this is the top level. Top level means class, interface, enums. So these are called top level. And what are the access modifier available at the member level? Member level means the functions or variables. So these are called members. So we will explore this and again come back to this problem, like how can we solve this? Good. So access modifiers in Java. So we have four types of access modifiers in Java. One is the public and the private, protected, and last one is called default. These are the four access modifiers. So public means anywhere. It is accessible anywhere. If you are declaring something as a public, either variable or method, or at the top level like class, it will be accessible at anywhere. You can access it even in another project as well, right? If you are declaring something as a private, then it will be accessible within the same class in which it is declared. Protected means it will be accessible to all the classes in the same package. So your class will be part of some package, right? If that package is having some other classes, then protected members will be accessible to all the classes in the same package, and additionally it will be accessible to subclasses also, even in another packages, right? And last one is package private, or we also call it default. So it means is it is a private to the package. We already have a private. Here private means private to the class. It cannot be accessed outside the class. But package private or default is a private to the package. If in one package you have 10 classes, then default access modifier or package private modifier members will be accessible to all the classes which are available in the package. So these are the four access modifier and their definition. So public means anywhere, private means within the same class, protected means within the same package and to the subclasses, and the default means within the same package. Good. Let me also show you the table comparison so that it will be easy for you guys to remember. So if you will go to the Java doc, then here they have mentioned one table. So we have all the modifiers, public, protected. No modifiers is nothing but same thing, package private or default. This is also called no modifier and private. And here are the labels like class, package, subclass, and to the world. So if you have a modifier as a public, then for all these four labels we have yes. It will be accessible to the class, obviously. It will be accessible to the same package, accessible to the subclass, and to the world, even in another project as well. If you have something as a protected, so as we discussed, it will be accessible to the class and to the same package and to the subclasses. It will not be accessible to the world. If you have no modifiers, like this one, package private, so which is private to the package, right? So it will be accessible to the class and to the same package. It will not be accessible to the subclasses and to the world. And if we have something as a private, then it will be accessible only within the class. So we have no over here for all other three labels, right? So this is the comparison of modifiers and their label of access. Good. So now we have a fair understanding of access modifier in Java. But out of these four, what are the access modifiers available at the top level and what are the access modifier available at the members level? Top level means, as I mentioned, class, interface, enum, etc. right? So at the top level, we have only two modifiers which are applicable. One is the public and another one is the package private or default. This is also called no modifiers. We'll see how to use this, but these are the two modifiers, access modifiers, which are available to the top level, public and package private. What about member level? So member level means, as I mentioned, like methods or variables, right? So for member levels, we have all the four access modifiers available. We can have our method as a public, private, protected, or we can also have a default with default, package private, right? So at member level, we have all the four access modifiers applicable. But at the top level, we only have two access modifiers which are applicable. One is the public and another one is a package private. So let's try to use this information in our Eclipse. So let's go to Eclipse, and as we saw, we can have only two modifiers. One is the public and another one is the default, right, at the top level. So class is the top level. We cannot have a private to the top level. That's why we are getting an error message like illegal modifiers. Illegal modifiers means this is something which is not allowed. But we also saw we cannot have a public, but can we have a default here? Let's try to use that. So guys, if you're liking the content that I'm sharing in this channel, please do subscribe to the channel and share it with your friends. And please provide your feedback, because your feedback will keep motivating me to create such good videos. Thank you guys. So how can we use default here? So if you want to mention your top level means classes or interfaces as a default, then you have to remove the modifier, access modifier from here. So now we are not getting any error. So we cannot have a public, because in one Java file we can have only one class with the public modifier We cannot have a private because it is not allowed at the top level, so we only have a default. And what is the way to define a default? You have to remove your access modifier. You don't need to mention anything explicitly. If you will not mention, then it will be treated as a default, which is private to the package that we saw here, right? Like default one is the private to the package. So we removed access modifier, it means default is applicable, and this class would be applicable only to this package sample. If I have few more classes in this package, then all those classes can access my second class over here. So guys, this is how we can have more than one class in a single Java file. We have to use a default access modifier, and it will work exactly in the same way. Maybe I can show you. I can call this method over here, second class dot print. Just because this is static, so I can call it directly using a class name. So let me run it. So I'm getting this from the main method because this statement got executed, and here I'm calling a print, which is a part of second class, and it is printing from the second method. Okay, so guys, I hope you got a clear understanding of access modifiers and what are the access modifiers available at the top level, at the member level, and how can we have more than one class in a Java file. So we are clear till here. But the next question is, should we have more than one class in a single Java file? So guys, no, we are not supposed to do so, because as per the coding standard, we should have one class per file. So ideally I should be making another Java file with the name called second class, and this class should be the part of that particular file. So this is just a tricky interview question that is being asked to check your knowledge, to check your concept about the access modifiers and what is the coding standard around that. So while answering this question, you also need to mention like we should not do like this, because this is not a good coding practice. Let me also talk about this. So we have 4 access modifier, but what is the access modifier that we should be using actually? So by default, when we start creating any method or any variable, so we generally use public, right? This is the practice that we all follow. But let me share you one tip regarding this. If you are creating any method or any variables, try to use private as an access modifier. Later on, if you feel that okay, this should be changed to protected or public, then do it. But while creating it, try to use the modifier which has the least access. And I hope you guys have now clear understanding about these topics and this question. So the reason behind explaining access modifier here is so that I can explain you the concept. Directly if I'll tell you do not use access modifier, then it will not be clear to you guys like why should we do like this, right? So to explain you the concept, I had to talk about these access modifiers. That's all I had for today, guys. Let me know if there are any questions that you faced in the interview and you are looking for the answer. I will try my best to answer it, and if possible I will also cover it in my videos. Again guys, if you like the content that I am sharing to this channel, please subscribe to the channel and share it with your friends. Thank you for watching this. Thank you.